Hi guys, how you doing? Like seriously, I asked you how you doing. Answer me. Answer me. How you doing? I wanted to ask the question this morning. It's morning where I am now. Whatever time you watch this video. What are you doing with the time you have? How much time do you have left? Do you know? No, you don't. I said that before. We have no time, no idea. Sorry, how much time we've been allotted on Earth. What are you doing with the time? Are you wasting your time on vain pursuits? Or are you in purpose? And how do you know what your purpose is outside of the one who created you? I like to give this example when I think about purpose, when I talk about purpose to different people, I give the example of a pen. You know, somebody had the idea that they wanted this instrument to be able to write on paper too, and you know it writes and it doesn't disappear. So somebody created a pen for that purpose, to write on paper. But if we never knew, let's say we never knew what a pen was for, we never knew what it was for, we just thought it was just this long instrument and we don't know what it's for. So we use it to scratch our head, we use it to scratch our ear, we use it to keep a space in a book, we use it for everything else other than the purpose for which it was created, which is to write. Would that pen have fulfilled its purpose? It wouldn't have. It would have been used for everything else except the reason it was created. And the reason for our creation is in the mind of our creator. And so outside of a relationship with him, we really can't know what our purpose is. We really don't have a full understanding of what our purpose is. We can see different things, we can see different giftings. Like for me, I can sing and I sing pretty well. But is that my total gifting? I don't believe that that is the total thing, because like a few years ago I had started, I know I can sing, like from I was in prep school and I was singing. We were in music class one day and I started to sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and there's a particular part of the song that I realized, it's like I heard myself and I was like, wow, I can sing. And that's from when I was in prep school. So from I was a little girl, I realized that I had this gift of singing. And growing up, I was always a lead singer, different on the school choir and stuff like that, until I went to college. And when I went to college, I was just one of a few who could sing, you know. One of many who could sing. So I was in the background for a good while, and I was fine being in the background. And same thing when I went to this huge church in Dallas. I became a member of this very popular church, and I was on the choir as well. And I wasn't an anybody, for lack of a better word. I was in the background as well, and I know I can sing. And so when I came back home and the years passed and stuff like that, I decided that I wanted to go out into the professional singing arena, and I was going on different concerts and stuff like that and singing, and I have different recordings, etc. And I know this is a gift that God has given me, and I believe that we're supposed to use everything that God has given. But even rewind. So when I had graduated from college, I used to go around with one of my professors. You know, there was a period of time when I wasn't working between graduating and me finding a job. So she took me under her wing. She was very caring and stuff like that. And I would go with her to different events. I would go with her shopping, different stuff. She would just take me as her daughter, really. And she had a spiritual mother, I would say, who used to come with us to different things, different places, etc. And I remember one day, and remember, this is with the basis that I knew I'm a singer. Anybody asked me what I want to do with my life, I want to sing, because I have more than a shower voice. I have one of those voices that you're only good for singing in the shower. My voice is a little bit better than that. So I always wanted to sing, and I wanted to sing professionally. And so this lady, this spiritual mother, this older lady, one day she looked at me and she said, what is your desire? I don't remember, because this is years ago. And she said, what do you want to do with your life? Basically something along those lines she asked me, and I said, I'm a singer, so I'm going to sing. And she said to me, there is more to you than that. That's not your thing. Singing is not your thing, your main thing. And I almost rebuked her and I didn't receive it, and I was annoyed and I was upset because I'm like, lady, you don't know me. Who are you to tell me something enough to sing, Because this is the predominant thing. Anybody who knew me, anybody who knows me knows that I have this voice, right? So that was years ago. And I came back home and I said I was just pursuing this singing thing, and I singing here, there, and everywhere. I sing on my church choir, I sing on the praise team, I'm a worship leader. And then I started to now go out into the professional arena to go to concerts and do different stuff and working with a producer and all of this. And some stuff happened between in the relationship with this producer, and but before it all fizzled out, I said to the Lord one day, I said, God, this not work out. It's not working out how I thought it would. This doesn't feel, I don't feel the passion, etc., and I don't know what's happening. But I said, if it's not your will for me to continue down this road, then show me and let X, Y, and Z happen for me to know that this is what you're saying. And not long after I prayed that prayer, X, Y, and Z did happen. And I was like, okay, I surrender my gift of singing, which is a valid gift, but it's not the main thing for real, God was saying. And then shortly after that, after I prayed that prayer, after I relinquished the thing to God, a prophetic word came that has led me in a totally different direction. And so I still sing, but it's not the main thing. And my pastor had said that to me too before, and I remembered what the lady had said to me years before, and I'm like, okay. So I'm saying all of that to say, my favorite phrase, saying all that to say, just because something is your predominant gift, or what you think is a predominant gift in your life, it's something that people know you for, it's something that, looking on the time, it's something that everybody knows you by this thing, you're known to be X, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the only thing that God put in you. And it doesn't necessarily mean that that is the thing that you should be doing with your life on a professional basis or for ministry purposes, etc. I mean, everything works together. So it's not to say that for me, singing doesn't have a part. Singing is part of it, but singing is not the main thing. And when we focus on the thing that's not the main thing, we miss out on the main thing, and then we miss out on purpose. So I'm saying that to say, you have to go back to your creator. In the mind of the creator is the reason, the purpose for the creation. You have to go back to your creator. Ask him, Lord, what did you have in mind when you created me? What is it that you want me to do with this life that you've given me? Okay, yes, I can sing, but you've told me now, you've revealed to me, singing is not the main thing. What else is there in me? Because sometimes we don't know that there are other things in me, because it killed me dead. Singing was it. I never knew I could communicate. I never knew that I could speak well. I mean, I knew I could speak well, but I didn't know that that was something that God would use, the way he's using it and the way he will use it. I thought it was singing. I thought the book stopped there, but there is more. And I'm saying to you that there is more in you. There is more than what you are known for. And I implore you, go back to your master, go back to your creator, find out what it is that he created you for, and go after that thing, because you don't know how much longer you have. You only have right here, right now, like I said before in a previous video, but you need to go after that thing. It would be and what I think about a lot, I don't want to live my life in vain. I want to know that I ran my race, and I ran my race well, and I fulfilled the purpose for which I was created. Don't miss purpose by just cruising with something that you're known for, cruising with something that comes natural to you. Dig deeper. Maybe there's something else God wants to reveal, and there's something else that he wants to use for his glory. Bye.